What's up, y'all? This is the new Anything Goes podcast. And I do mean anything goes. Yes, sir. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Big Ski. Big Ski, man. The other host is Dusty Joe. And we got a special co-host from time to time, my boy Neil Ray, that'll be tapping in with us. Man, we talking about it all. So welcome to the show, baby. Anything goes, my nigga. For real. Anything goes. I'm on the block and getting high. Niggas crazy. Stripping like bitches, but these niggas can't fake. I'm Big Ski, I'm responsible when I get on the track. I got my nigga Dusty Joe with me. We in this motherfucking conversation. These niggas talking shit, but we can feel them. Hey, Ray in the back, got them all ready. So Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Big Ski.
It's your boy Dusty Joe.
Man, we back with another episode of Anything Goes, man. Hey, Joe, you want to give a shout out to our sponsors, man?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Elevated Bakery and Charles Carousel Creations.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for supporting us. We got much love for y'all. Hey, today we got a special guest in the house. We got my brother from another mother in here. Hey, bro, you want to tell me what your name is?
Yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Compton in the house, man. It's the DIGI guy, Eric 7, man, up in here with Big Ski, ENT, man, my man, Big Joe Ski. I got invited to the podcast, Anything Goes, man, I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to peep out a couple of episodes, so Compton definitely had to roll up in here.
Urge 7 in the building.
Yes, welcome.
Hey, bro, man, you got anybody special in your life, man? You married? You got any kids?
Yeah, it's definitely somebody special in my life. 4 kids, man. They're beautiful. 2 boys, 2 girls, man. My boys just had birthdays, so they in the areas of 10 and 14. One of my daughters just graduated June, so the other one graduates the year after next. So yeah, man, cool little family. Man, I'm proud of my daughters. I'm proud of my son. I told my son last night, you know, he first graduation, he got an iPhone. So I was proud of him. He got an iPhone 11. He didn't bust a brand new iPhone. He busted the iPhone 11. So I was pretty impressed that I'm rocking an Android.
Shit, me too.
but you know, the thing was, you know, reward when they deserve it, and making sure that we're giving them positive reinforcement. You know, when they need punishment for whatever they need or discipline, that's cool and that's what's up. And you have to do that, and you have to set the boundaries and make sure that they're on the right track, and you're setting them up and preparing them for success, because they're gonna have to do right wherever they go. But when they actually do right and get it right and don't get it wrong, it's cool to reward them. And seeing him with that phone, I was just like, man, you supposed to have this Galaxy S9. You supposed to slide me that, because there ain't nothing wrong with mine. You see, it still working.
Yeah.
I was showing. He was like, nah, Dad.
It ain't the same.
He had the 2 cameras on the back, but no, I was really impressed. I told him, I said, man, you're supposed to get $200. You still gonna get. I said, you still gonna get $100. That's how proud I am of you. You got the phone, and you still gonna get a C note. So yeah, man, you know, family is extremely important, man. Especially with everything that's going on right now. It's like people are leaving this planet, and it's not they don't have a family member to touch them or comfort them or be next to them because of the detrimental nature of the situation that the person has, or whatever the actual ailment. Because of that, nobody can be with him. Nobody can be with him. It's crazy.
His fiance, his soulmate of 23 years, she just passed on, and he couldn't even be there because he got the virus, so he couldn't even go to the hospital to go see her. You know what I'm saying? And she passed away.
Wow.
Rest in peace to my friend Edna Sanders.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Really.
You know, Dee, we still love you. We still with you, bro. Get well, man. Get well.
For real. Yeah, this virus thing, man, it's real, man. There's a lot going on out here, man. But I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate the invite. I see you guys working hard. I know we all have individual things to do, and go back to families, the responsibility. So I definitely appreciate the opportunity to come in here and chill with you guys.
Nah, bro, we had to have you here. Matter of fact, speaking of working hard, bro, that's all you do, and I know that, and I see this.
I see that
if workaholic was a person, it would be Urge 7.
Yes.
No bullshit, bro.
Hey,
You on your shit, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people don't don't know, but I mean, you know, I'm personally, man, I'm trying to utilize the minutes, seconds, hours, days, months, weeks, years, whatever God's given me. I'm trying to utilize it, man. I'm just watching the greats in front of me, man, and a lot of our legends and heroes, they're not here anymore, man. And I go back and look at what they left as their contribution, and I just feel like if I could do a hair, just a hair of that, I would be worthy of leaving enough content to take care of anybody who wanted to know anything about her, except from family, friends, to strangers, fans.
Hey, when was the last time you just stepped back and looked at what you've done so far?
Not too often. I promise you, not too often. What happens with me, man, is I get engulfed in my work, which usually keeps me out of other things that I could be into that aren't as positive.
Yeah.
So I really get engulfed in my work, man. And having to study scripts, having to learn lyrics, producing, ghostwriting, and engineering for other people.
Yeah.
You know, and then music consultation, shows, interviews, music videos, movies. It just keeps you very, very busy, man, and also keeps you humble and grounded, because there's a lot of people that's not getting one of those jobs.
Not one.
So I'm talking about professionally or independently. Yes, sir.
So,
Dusty.
so what was one of your biggest influences when you really started in entertainment?
Really, man, to be honest, I grew up in a household where, my mom was like a super conservative Christian, and she was in love with my dad, who was a sailor, and he just played a lot of Sam Cooke, even though she played they played music, so I can't front. It was well rounded. Mom just played the Five Blind Boys, or some of the Blind Boys from Alabama, and she played some other stuff, Mighty Clouds of Joy. But then I get the Bobby Blue Bland and the Fats Domino and the Al Green and the Sam Cooke, because that's what he was playing on 8-track tapes in a Cadillac with white walls. I just remember growing up around that stuff.
Oh, wow.
So Aretha Franklin, the Supreme, just whatever was popping back then. I was a kid, man, and it was crazy. I was born in 1968, so I've seen a little bit of the 60s, a little bit of the 70s, a little bit of the 80s, a little bit of the 90s, all the way to now, so I've been here a few decades. So all I can be is humble. It's people that play themselves out in 10 minutes. I'm still here. So
hey,
all I can really be is humble.
Hey,
man, I appreciate that, fam. I love everything I see. I think we met at a club.
Yeah, we met at a club in Whittier.
Okay.
It was at a show Honcho was doing.
Perfect.
I can remember the night well, because me and you, we was chopping it up and shit, and you was like, bro, you was like, where's your music at? Where can I get it at?
Because I saw you perform. I saw you perform. You lit the stage up. No, I don't want to stop you like that, but listen, you lit the stage up. The whole club was rocking. The whole club was with it. It's crazy when you walk in a bar and you see people with their back turned to the stage and talking to girls, and people checking their phones and cleaning their nails and just doing a little bit whatever. And then when something happens on stage, that everybody goes, what? It was one of them nights. And when I say he lit it up, he lit it up. So when he came off, of course, me is what I do. I want to know, where is it at? Do you have hard copies? Can I go download it right now? Can I tell people about this show tonight, other than this scratchy audio from my phone that I just tried to post? I was probably going nuts, but can I take them somewhere and say, man, I heard this song, you need to check this out. I want you to hear this song. Can I share this? Can I take the song and share it with somebody who I want to hear it? So of course I had questions. The way he wrecked that stage. I mean, anybody there that loved music would have wanted to know where they can get more, because see, that was a show, which means that was simply a sample. A show is, hi, let me show you what I got. See that? Want to buy something? It costs $99.99. Nah, but he came and showed a real sample of his talent. And let me say something to you. I don't remember how long the set was. It might have been just long enough, but it still left you wanting more. That's why I had the question. Man, where can I get them? Where can I get them? You're on SoundCloud. You got stuff on YouTube. You got stuff on Spotify. Are you selling your music right now? Had all those questions. You know why? Because out of all the artists that had rocked that stage, or other people that I saw in that club, nobody was up to his level or caliber.
Oh, wow.
So at that point, in my mind, it's like, if you don't have music for sale, you should. And I know how you can. If you don't know how, I know I got some plugs, but you definitely need to be out. Because, listen, if we don't do that, then there's no excuse to complain about
Hey, but seriously, don't urge that night. That night, don't urge.
Can't complain about the mumble rappers if you see some fire and don't pat that man on his back and give him his flowers while he living and give him his props. I don't care if you're an MC to MC. You can't be a hater. You gotta recognize what you see. I recognize greatness, and I told it, man. Go ahead, sir. Yes, sir.
That night changed my life. Because I already had certain stuff, certain places, but you fuck around, put the pieces to the puzzle.
Hey, man.
You was real.
Yes, sir.
From that night
Yes,
to this date.
Yes, sir.
You
yes,
put
sir.
pieces to the puzzle for me. You kind of mapped out certain shit. You didn't tell me everything, but you mapped it out because you wanted to see how far I was willing to go to get it.
Of course. Of course.
You changed my life that night, bro.
How serious you were. Make sure you didn't waste my time and you didn't waste your time either. You know, but nah, man, and I appreciate that, man. I can appreciate that because you're only as good as your resources, man. If you have good resources, you can do anything. I don't care how much cash. The cash and the capital, that don't matter. It's the resources.
Yeah.
Because you can have the money and don't have the plugs. Nobody want to plug you. Nobody want to take your money because nobody know you. They don't know what that money's about, where that money came from. They don't want to get in bed with you. But when you have good resources, you go a long way because somebody can make a phone call that can get you at this table.
Yes.
Okay.
Real talk.
Sometimes that may not have happened otherwise. So you just have to be able to appreciate that. Like I said, I've been here so long and seen so many other people come, go, die, upstate, out of state, you know what I'm saying, in the ground, in prison, quit, whatever reasons, rehab, whatever. You know, not here. You just got to be humble. You know what I mean? You just got to remain humble.
That's real. That's real. Hey, Joe, you got another question for me right quick?
What would be the biggest piece of advice you would give to these young cats trying to come up now?
One of the biggest piece of advice that I could give would be, you know, don't lose yourself out here. There are so many distractions and directions, and you know, a label will give you what's called a handler sometimes. This person is responsible for dressing you and telling you should put a little eyeliner on to bring your eyes out, and they're responsible for your image. So a label will give you what's called a handler, and at that point, you know that you don't want to ever lose your identity, man. If you come in here with a certain dream and a certain goal and a certain brand, just always remember why you came, and don't lose yourself out here. Don't allow people to bend or mold your dream into, you know, your idea and dream into their version of it. You have to keep it pure and remember why you came in, and make sure people get, look, if I come in with a certain vision, it's going to be like this, and we're going to bring this monster truck, and we're going to do this and that, and you talk me out of it, and you have me do another version of it in a disco with 4 ladies, when it fails, it's going to be a lot of resentment. I'm going to feel like I'm going to feel, no problem, Dusty. I'm going to feel like I didn't get to do what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
And maybe if I did what I wanted to do, it wouldn't have flopped.
Yeah.
You're going to feel like you did that, you did my version of it, but you did it begrudgingly, and if you had did it happily, maybe it would have worked. But you came in here stuck on what you wanted to do instead of accepting what was written out. So it's going to be a lot of resentment, and nothing's going to really get accomplished. And if it does, it's just going to be messy, man. That's never good, because if anybody sees any of that on an elevator, in a lobby, at the end of a meeting, it's just going to be bad for the brand. It's going to be very bad for the brand. People will say stuff like, well, they're hard to work with over there.
That's exactly what they're going to say.
They're difficult.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what they're going to say.
Once you get the difficult, it's like one of them jackets the ones get you. Oh, yeah, that's called 45.93. It's whatever. It's like them jackets they give you. So at the end of the day, once you're labeled as that, these people go to the same golf courses, the same country clubs, the same events, and you know they're colleagues. So of course they talk and chit chat, just dinner parties and red carpets, and here he comes down. You know, so and people are trying to avoid you because it starts getting around. And whether it's true or not, once enough people hear it and they start seeing you, they just take it for that's what it is if they don't know you personally. And after you coming towards them, they may avoid you based on what they heard. So at the end of the day, you just want to keep your brand in your hands as clean as possible, well, especially with wrong.
You have
as clean as possible in this situation, man. So if I can give them any advice, it's just don't lose yourself out here. Don't allow anybody to change what you came in for. You came in here for a reason. Yeah. So don't allow them to change that, because if you
once they change it, it ain't you no more.
There you go. And if that fails, you're somewhere, you know, going down or feeling some kind of way or doing some kind of extra drugs or something, just trying to figure it out. But when you walk, look, if I picked you right now, I picked you because I saw something that made me pick you. Now, why would I change that?
Okay.
Why would I have you change that? Because that's what made me, that's the spark that made me look at you and get interested in you. And then why would I have you change? It's unnatural. But what happens with companies a lot of times is you'll walk in and they'll go, hey man, I want a record like that last record. I want a record like this guy. And then that's how everything starts sounding clonish, because the A&Rs will tell you, I want a record like this. And when they say that, they might mean the energy of it. They might mean the cadence of the record, how long they play on the radio, how long it lasts in the club. They can mean anything, but it makes the artist go, oh, you want me to sound like that, or you want a record like this? And then they mimic that almost, and then you get all these clones because everybody's doing the same rhyme pattern.
You know what I like about you?
What's that?
It's different from everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
You have your own style, your own everything, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. What I try to do for my fans, man, is stay differentiated, because I could be out. There are a trillion artists and a bunch of rappers. So at the end of the day, I could just be one out there in the herd. One thing I can say about you, when I first met you, I saw branding. I saw Joe Ski. I'm like, Joe Ski? Joe Ski? I wasn't really reading it right at first, but, you know, saying it in my mind. And I had like, Joe Ski. Big Joe Ski. And then I started seeing Big Ski ENT. I just started seeing him develop and morph his brand into something more understandable, something more plain to the eye, pop with the logo, you know what I mean, come with the work. So at the end of the day, no, man, consistency, man, stay yourself and don't get lost out here. Protect your brand like this guy do and represent your brand. When I walked in there, he didn't have on nobody else's shirt. He had on his shirt.
Hey, that's how I do it.
He had on his shirt at the show.
Billboard.
Yeah, he was a walking billboard. He had on his gear.
Yeah.
And that was impressive, because I don't think I was wearing my shit. I was wearing some other shit. And I had to be like, I felt naked. Like, I'm so cold.
Wherever I touch down, I'm doing my own shit. Hey, but right quick, bro, I want to get into one of your songs, man. I want to run one of your joints for the fans
That's
out there.
Up, man.
Hey, y'all give us y'all ear for a hot second. Check this new Urge 7 out, man.
Word up.
Yeah, this is dope as fuck right here. My bro is always on top of it, too.
Appreciate you, man.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro. Y'all give me a hot second, though. Okay, well, since we loading up, we gonna keep it moving, though.
Word up.
Hey, Urge, right now, how many projects do you think you have out, bro?
Oh, man, I definitely have about 15 mixtapes, over 100 features, and about 49 LPs. And it's a little more than that, because it's 3 on my desktop now that have to get completed.
Hey, bro, you are one of the hardest working cats that I know.
Yeah,
if I can get just an inkling of that in me, man.
I'm going to tell you like this. When you start looking at the legends, you want to see what you could leave. You know, think about the Beatles or Mike. They left a catalog. Can't touch that, man. It makes you want to work hard.
You know what's funny? I tell Dusty Joe all the time, a lot of the shit we doing is to leave a legacy behind. But right now, we're going to get into your song right here. Hey, check this new Urge 7 out, man.
Set up to get the digits, separated by class, politics, religion. They hate our faces, high-speed chases. These police racists, they give us cases. And everything they do agitate. Jailhouse bill, court dates with magistrates. Cats exaggerate. These 4-5 slugs make your blood evaporate. Plus your body levitate. No casket, no funeral, cremation. Bricks, mortar, cement, Freemason, free agent. From Compton to wherever the bag at. Valet where I park the jag at. Crazy fly, crazy high, conspiracy theories or just plain lies. Tooth for a tooth, eye for an eye. When I cock back and pull the trigger, you all die. Or will I be erased, meet my fate before I go? Will I look death in the face? Whatever the case, I came for the case. It's the root of all evil, never let them deceive you. Back against the wall, sometimes I feel like it's kill or be killed. Sometimes forget it all, like live and let live. They coming for my life, I don't wanna give it up. Lord, if I must, I will drink from this bitter cup. We throw away food every day and never wonder how third world countries suffer famine and hunger. They wanna question me, but how can we stand by and watch another human being die for lack of necessity? Rich 1% play the planet like Monopoly. Natural disasters killing police, poverty, global warming, greenhouse gases, brown people being enslaved by the masses. Not getting better, it's only getting worse. They shooting up the schoolhouse, burning down the church. Nobody is safe from the carnage and debauchery. Everywhere I go, it's the camera phone watching me. It's like they set us up to fail. Drop us in the hood, liquor, guns, drugs, and jail. I just look forward and move ahead. Plus the books say let the dead bury the dead. Look, it don't matter if you're right or wrong, and they never get your message till you're gone. Back against the wall, sometimes I feel like it's kill or be killed. Sometimes forget it all, like live and let live.
I ain't even gotta say it. That motherfucker, man, urge.
Hey,
I love that, bro.
I really appreciate it, man. There's so much going on with the current climate, man. You know, I wanted to definitely play something that, you know, resonated with the current times.
Man, that shit was hot though, bro. I really, really dig that, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So, where can all of our listeners and all of our subscribers, so where can everybody find you at online or?
Okay, well, you know, I'm on all social media platforms under URG7, and if you, depending on how you put it, is it depending on how much you get, because my catalog is so much that it's split.
Okay.
So capital U and then small RG and 7 will get you some of my catalog,
Okay.
and then all capital URG7 will get you the other half. But it's everywhere digital music is sold. So wherever they download their regular music, they Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson,
Okay.
Ray J and Brandy, like wherever they download their music, they can type in URG7, they'll get the catalog, man. Anagami in Japan, you know, the regular places like Spotify, iTunes, Rhapsody, Amazon, iHeartRadio, you know, just wherever digital music is sold, just type in URG7. YouTube, you know, if you go to, if you go somewhere like SoundCloud, if you go somewhere like Reverb Nation, same thing, URG7.
That's what's up. Hey, bro, at this time, we like to do this little segment we call Grudge of the Day. Hey, did anything piss you off today?
All right, hold on. Let me think. I want to really make sure I think about that before.
I mean, it's called Gripe of the Day. My bad.
The gripe of the day. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me figure out if I got a gripe. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll tell you about it. Give me a second if I got it.
Yes, sir.
Think real good too. Okay, here's a good gripe. Here's a good gripe of the day. When I'm on the freeway or on a road, especially just any road, and there's a car with me, like on that road, and he's near or in the lane that I'm in.
Okay.
And then as this lane continues to go where it's going, this person changes like 4 lanes. Why the fuck was you way over here, my nigga?
That part.
Like, what was you doing? Was you trying to kill everybody on this motherfucker? Like, no, what was you doing, my nigga, that you had to change 3 lanes to go back that way? What was you doing? You way over here. Dog, you way over here, though. They don't make no sense. The road is going this way, like to the right. You're veering to the right, and then the next thing you know, you just blown out left like 3 lanes.
Bro,
in a hurry.
Gotta go.
What happened?
I didn't expect that.
No, but feel me though. The reason I said that, because that just happened on my way here.
Wow.
And can I say this? I was just burnt out. I was so burnt out, I just went to 60. I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna drive Miss Daisy. Fuck it. I'm just gonna drive Miss Daisy.
Hey, but you know what? I'm glad you decided to do that.
And can I say something? And I apologize for being about 5 to 8 minutes late. But what I decided to do at that point when I saw that person do that is just take my time. Because why would you wait to the last minute to change that many lanes? Do you know how many people you could have affected with that one last minute just move?
Hey, you could have changed everybody's life in that second.
Period.
But I'm glad you chose to slow down and just relax a little bit. Man, you're the DIGI guy, man. I'd have waited hours to have you here, bro.
No, you know what? That's so appreciative. I would have never wanted to keep you guys waiting hours. Let me tell you something. I was so burnt out, I dropped my shit down to 65.
Hey,
I was like, fuck all this bullshit. They tripping out here.
Hey, well, I'm glad you got here safe.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes,
Dusty Joe, man, you got a gripe of the week, man?
My gripe of the week is with Domino's Pizza.
What Domino's do to you, Joe?
Why is it when you use a coupon, like a coupon for pizzas, drink, whatever. It's $19.99. And then by the time you check out, that motherfucker's like $40.
You need to put that pizza. Wait, what the fuck did you order on it?
Regular. Fucking pepperoni black olives.
Right.
And
but
it went up
was
that high?
Was